Hey guys, today I want to talk about 9 body language signs that a Filipina is attracted to you. And this can go for any girl, really. It's kind of the same across the board with just about any girl here or anywhere else, pretty much. Number one is the eyes. The eyes, when a girl keeps staring at you or looking up at you to check you out, you catch her eyes looking at you or something like that. You're in a mall. You could usually tell that she's kind of into you, or if it's somebody even that you know maybe, and she keeps staring at you or looking over and you catch her staring at you and she's smiling. You always know the eyes don't lie. They always give it away. The next thing would be the power of touch. Okay, touching. When somebody comes up and they're walking by you and they're brushing up against you, and it's kind of like flirting with you, that's another dead giveaway that the girl is probably into you. When someone's attracted to you, they'll try to initiate physical contact with you. They'll come up and put their hand on the shoulder while they're talking to you or something like that. It's usually saying that they're kind of into, especially if there's a lot of eye contact, smiling, things like that. These are usually dead giveaways. And it's not just accidents or coincidences. Usually the girl is really looking at you and she's usually checking you out. And that's kind of a dead giveaway. The other one is mirroring movements. Sometimes they'll kind of mirror you, like maybe you're walking out of the room and all of a sudden they'll walk out of the room at the same time to try to maybe meet you outside, or they'll mirror your some things that you're doing maybe. It's kind of like a psychological thing with women. They kind of mimic you without even knowing it sometimes, and that's another dead giveaway there. Another one is leaning into you when they're talking to you. When a woman is leaning into you and you're talking, it shows that she's really interested. And this also, you can throw the eye contact in here if she's really into eye contact, and if she's touching you maybe or something, that also falls into that with the things we just mentioned. When she's leaning into you and she's like, like she really wants to hear every word. She's really interested in what you're saying. She's trying to catch. She's showing that she's very interested. Fidgeting fingers. Sometimes girls get nervous around guys that they like or whatever. They start fidgeting, and Filipinas do this a lot too. They're also into the touching thing or flirting with you a lot too. A lot of it, Filipinas are really into the eye contact thing though. They'll let you know that they like you, and it's kind of interesting to watch the Filipina girls because they just have this way of they let it all out there. They want you to know that they really like you. A Filipina does not hide the fact that they like you or that they're interested in you. And they usually tell friends, that they're interested in you too. Also, one of the other ones is smiles. Filipinas kind of give it away with smiles. They'll look at you and they'll smile. If sometimes a girl will walk by you and they'll smile at you and they'll keep on staring at you. They got the eye contact going, they got the smile, or sometimes they'll brush up against you. Maybe you're in a club or something like that, or you're over a friend's house and there's a girl there that really likes you. She'll start flirting with you, and it might start with smiles. Every time she looks at you, she might. And Filipinos tend to hide their smiles, a smile is something that's really kind of like, it's just nice. It's a nice way of letting you know that they like you. And the other thing is nervous laughter. Sometimes girls are nervous about letting you know that they like you, and that nervousness is kind of like a way of showing that they like you, but they're afraid to talk to you at first because they're kind of shy. Filipinas tend to be shy sometimes they're not, but the shy Filipinas they might have nervous laughter, but they'll still try to have like the eye contact, or they'll have some subtle way to let you know that they like you. And sometimes it could be nervous laughter, or like that type of thing. They'll kind of cover their face when they laugh or something. That's a big one with Filipinas. Attention to detail. They want to hear everything you have to say. When you're talking to them, they're very interested in what you're saying. They're hung on every word. They're really interested. And I've seen a lot of girls over here that are interested in somebody. They start paying attention to the guy, and they're really listening. And they'll also be talking during this too, and adding their 2 cents worth, or they're big on the eye contact. They could even be touching you or whatever. Number 9 would be increased attention to appearance. When you're attracted to somebody, we naturally present our best selves to them. This is often translates us paying more attention to how we look and act around them. A lot of times, sometimes they'll dress nicer when they're around you. They'll also be paying attention to your appearance too. Sometimes it goes both ways. But be aware that if you like the girl and you're interested in her, you should have dressed nice too when you go over to the house or something, or wherever you're going to see this girl. Be sure that you let her know that you're gonna what the way you want to look in front of her, and then maybe it might lead to something more. These are something I read these online the other day, and I said this would make a really, really good vlog, because a lot of this stuff Filipinas do, and they almost do it to the point where it's over the top noticeable when they like you. Filipinas are not, they're known for being reserved or conservative, but when they like you, they really let you know. And a lot of guys know that too. And some guys, they see a beautiful girl, and some beautiful girls know that they're beautiful and they can get anybody, and those girls tend to be more of conservative, less likely to talk to you. But most Filipinas are not like that. Most Filipinas are kind of like in the middle. They're both conservative, but they'll show you their cards. They'll be like, I like you, and they'll show you with their smile. Their eyes will be smiling. They'll definitely show you all these characteristics of ways of letting you know that they are attracted to you. And a lot of guys I notice that are coming over here, they're rusty. A lot of us have been married for a long time, or 30 years or 20 years. We went through a bad divorce, and we're rusty on our dating skills and stuff like that. Start paying attention to these things. Start paying attention to these things, and you'll start noticing that people are paying attention to you over here. Even older guys get paid a lot of attention in the Philippines from girls that are like 20 years younger, even younger than that. The girls over here will pay attention to you. And like I said, eye contact, they'll be paying attention to your appearance. They might brush up against you. They might mirror you. All the things that we mentioned in here. But a lot of girls over here, I noticed though, the thing that gives it away most of the time is they'll smile, and their eyes will also smile. They light up like a Christmas tree when they like you. And a lot of girls over here are really big on the expats. They love expats. It's not always about the money. Sometimes it is about the guy. There are Filipinas over here that genuinely really want to be with an expat. They really love expats. And then there's people over there that are scam artists or whatever. Be careful, because there are women out there that will fake this. Okay, they'll do all this stuff to make you believe that. So you got to kind of be careful. You got to find out if they're genuine. And the only way you can do that is to date them and take them out. And a lot of guys over here, they rush in where angels fear to tread. They rush in too quickly. That's where you got to be careful. Don't be that guy. Because a lot of guys later on, 6 months later, you start seeing, if you're with a girl for 6 months to 8 months, you're generally going to see the issues that you're going to see with that girl. You're going to see the issues. You're going to notice those issues. You're going to see the mistakes that she makes, and she'll start letting her hair down a little bit more and start showing you her bad side too. But if a girl genuinely likes you, she's going to start showing these characteristics. Then it's up to you to find out who she is, find out her character, all that stuff. And remember, guys, a lot of us have been out of the dating scene for a long time. Don't be that guy who rushes in because a girl shows you a little attention. Don't be that guy. Spend some time. Be careful. Keep eyes wide open. Watch what's going on. Be careful of the families. If the families are coming around looking for money and stuff like that, you're better off being with a girl that isn't really close with her family than a girl that's super close with the family and you have all kinds of family issues. Anyway, guys, God bless. Take care. I hope you enjoyed today's show. God bless, guys.